everyone, this is Deanna the Organized Miss, and I thought I would turn the camera on while I update my finance planner because it has been, a while since I did that. So I turn on the camera and just be real with you. I have not been doing, I'd say, a consistent job. I am paying my bills. I am checking in, but I'm not, my habit for several years has been to check in once a week. I do my main bills and, review and everything at the beginning of the month, review the past month, make sure, everything's taken care of, and then just kind of touch points throughout the month. But I've really not done any of that. So much so that I would always put stickers. If you watch my channel for a while, I know it's been a while since I've done some planning videos, but I typically put stickers here to mark off the months, and I've done none of that this year. So it's not that I haven't been doing anything, I just haven't been consistently on my game. And that's mostly because, I'm still finding my new normal. After my mom passed away last year, I pretty quickly got sick with bronchitis and pneumonia. And yeah, I was sick until January of this year, and it's just, I don't need to complain. But here it is. We're in July, and I looked at it in June, as you can see, but clearly I did not do my monthly reviews. So here we are in July. I did have a summit here with my daughter. Obviously, I haven't looked at my finance tracker. I did do these things. I do feel good about that. So this is just my monthly tracker, just to stay on track of things that are connected with my finances. They aren't necessarily bills per se. I do have a couple of things, obviously, when I need to, my car tags, my taxes, which I had taken them to the accountant the end of March, beginning of April. They're really busy, couldn't get me in, so I filed an extension, and I'm still waiting. I heard back from them somewhere here the beginning of June, and they had some questions and needed some more paperwork from me and everything, and so I keep thinking any day now. So I think an extension is probably good for like 6 months, right? What is that? Yeah, usually this has happened before where she's filed an extension, and I don't think we got it finished until the end of the 6 months. So anyway, I just try to stay on top of that. I have, like, when my insurance is due annually, taxes, escrow for, oh, sorry, I hit my tripod. Escrow for the house. Yeah, so mostly I'm on top of things except, everything except the last couple months. I don't know why my P.O. box, it's due annually in December, and I just got a notification that it's going up. I think that's across the board, like not just at my post office. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm currently looking at my finance tracker. I mark that out at the end of the month once I'm finished. It's not time for my oil change, but I think next month it will be. Now, my self-care day, I have scheduled that and done that, and I have a pedicure tomorrow. I had my manicure earlier last week. So I stay on top of that even if I don't mark it. I did submit my invoice last month, so that's important. And I have not gotten that pay yet, but it should be sometime this week, actually. And as you can see, update my trackers. I really haven't been on top of that. I've been doing the bare minimum, essentially. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with you about this. Okay. So then this next section is my month, kind of like a month at a glance. I put down what, like financial things are coming up, what I need to keep an eye on. As you can see, it looks like the last time I was, checking things off was in June, which that did happen. We did go to Miss Oklahoma. We did go up to KC, prepping for World Cup stuff. And here we are in July. So, wedding dress alterations. That is this weekend. What else do I have coming up? We did the 4th of July stuff. So that's not, I don't think that's relevant. That I don't need to write that down. And the month is literally almost over. We're here. So what I normally would do here is just write down, like, for example, so in June, we had Miss Kansas week, so that's a week where we're out of town at the pageant. So Miss Oklahoma, that was just one day. We drove down for that pageant. And then Miss Kansas USA was, again, just a one day trip. But all these things cost money, like tickets, in the case of needing a hotel, gas, meals, all that kind of stuff whenever I go to town. So I list things that I need to be considering for that month, like even in advance before, like what I know is coming up. So I had the wedding dress for alterations because that is this weekend. Let's see, I don't think I've dated for August. So what I will do is sit down, I might as well fill it out now, right? So I just fill it out, usually a month in advance is all I do. When is the 1st? My Friday? All right, as I was filling this out, I started thinking about what I have going here. And we're going to the Miss Omaha pageant, the Miss Walnut Valley pageant, what else do I have going on? Top of mind. That's the Grizzly Fest. Okay, that's only thing top of mind. So these things are all connected to either trips out of town, things that I need to, plan for financially, like what, these are one-offs, right? They're not in my typical bills. So I feel good about that. Now this next section has my monthly bills. So I have a page that has my income, my expenses. I have them broken down by the expenses on my house, the expenses on the condo, and then I have it even further broken down, like what is my utilities versus like what are my subscriptions. So what I do is I go through here, let's see, where am I at this month? And I will, these are from Peanuts Planner Co. And they're just little like bill trackers. And so what I do is I will write down like what the bill is, when it's due, what it is. And then as it's, most of my bills just come out automatically, right? Then I just check them off. But sometimes I have bills that are maybe only once a year, or once a quarter, or every couple of months. So I put a box around them if they're just once a year or something, a couple times a year. So let's go see where we're at here. What have I paid already this month? All right. And then I keep some scratch pads in here, or some, scratch pages. And then I have some tabs and bookmarks back here for some information that I just need to reference every now and then. And then back here is my calendar. So I keep more than one calendar, and not for anything other than I do it for repetition. So this one back here, let's see, this must have been in December. Yeah, December. So this was the end of 25, the beginning of 2026. And so what I just write out, just my appointments, this isn't for tasks or to-dos or anything like that. And the reason why I do that is to just help me with repetition, help, with my memory, because again, when I was on top of my planning, I would look at this at least once a week. And so during my weekly planning session, I would go through my finance planner, see what was, come through the bank, had been paid that week, what was coming up, that kind of thing. And then I would fill out my pages for the coming week. So this looks like this was, okay, so we're not that far behind. This was the 12th. So I didn't fill out last week, but I'm going to fill it in, and I'll go back and back plan it just because I want to be able to have that record. I've got a couple of birthdays this week, so a friend of mine's birthday is here. I'm just going to write it here. And one of my friends' anniversary is here. So we'll just do that. And then my brother-in-law's birthday is here. All right, so this morning I had an appointment. And then here I went to my chiropractor. And tomorrow I have only one appointment, pedicure. And then I'm probably gonna go float in the pool. I don't have anything on the 23rd or 22nd. Currently nothing for the 23rd. The 24th I do have that. Is 10 a.m. is an event at the museum that I'm gonna go cover for work. And then this is the wedding dress alterations for my daughters. Our big wedding party and everything is in October, so we've already got the dress, but it needs some, alteration. So we'll do that. And then there is, we're doing a pageant prep boot camp here. And Sunday is free. So it's pretty chill week. Last week was also a pretty chill week, which is probably why I didn't think to fill that out. Well, I haven't been thinking to fill things out, just still, struggling with depression. It's not bad, but it's enough to make me not want to do anything, right? But I'm going to therapy, and it's okay. I'm getting back on it. I'm getting back on the wagon, trying to get back into my workout routine, and which honestly is a big deal. Like that by itself always helps me feel a little bit better. And then back here I just have some checklists that I would use more so when I'm actively carrying this around, which I don't always do. Pretty much I leave it home if I'm not using it as my wallet, which I have not been lately. I just leave it over there on my desk, and I reference it every month. Well, I try to do it every week, but you hear how that's going. And then I just have some things that I'm not going to show you back here, but that I reference, materials, and then some more blank pages, and then just some. Right now I have some little stickers and a photo of one of my niece cousin, and then I've got this little, what's this? Is this a moleskin? I don't know what it is. Just a little notebook. But again, when I carry this around as my wallet, then this is just my little catch-all book. And that's it. I've got some business cards and some things back there. But just, again, some more cards, other people's, not mine, and some notepads. And I don't think I have anything back in here currently. Oh, wait a minute. I have a car wash. Oh, yeah. I still got one car wash token there that my mechanic gives me every so often. I can use them at our local car wash. All right. That's it. And I guess I didn't mention, this is my Moterm. It's a Pocket Plus. I really like it. I've had it for a couple years. It is perfect. Every now and then I'm like, oh, maybe I need a new planner. No, I don't. I don't need a new one. Maybe I'd like one, but this is perfect. Like, I love it. I love the color. I love the size. Just what I need. So thanks for keeping me company while I update my finance planner. Just coming on here and turning on the camera, talking to you, just helps me feel like I'm being, accountable to myself in a way that I sort of haven't been lately. And not because I'm not worth it. It's just, someday it's hard. But we can do hard things, right? So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.